And people would, I still remember those days. It's 25 years ago, right? 20, a little close to 25, where people would go, "What was your dad's name again?" So I told him, he goes, "Oh, yeah, I love that guy. Absolutely. I would love to work with you." As a matter of fact, I gave the company to my son. So I'm going to introduce you to my son and you guys get figured out, right? So it's generational and it keeps going. And so that's one of the things that I was a lesson right out of the gate of that companionship and the relationships that everybody talks about. But the only way that really comes about is when you put a plan to action. And a lot of the time is just reaching out, just like I do with Mr. Saginaw over there and his team and so forth. They know they can count on me and I can count on them. And that in its of itself is it's hard to find in the real estate world, right? Development world, investor world, manufacturing world, right? It's a big thing. So that kind of gives you a little insight. Then I went from doing that to I can tell you I have been the full circle gamut from being in a three-piece suit, dealing with Wall Street bankers, flying to New York. I had that ability to when 2006, 7, the housing crisis came about, to all of a sudden taking off my suit, selling my expensive car, getting in something that was humbling all the way around, throwing jeans and a polo shirt on, and going out driving 100 miles away from my family to be able to go and rent storage units and lease up the project at the end of the day. So those are important things that have really molded what we've done. So when people say you don't know what operations are, no, I do know what operations are. At our management company that we stepped into, and managing your own properties was a task in itself. Back then, it was guerrilla marketing. Managers were hitting the streets and they were talking to apartment complexes and anybody at the end of the day and giving out $5 coffee cup coupons for any referral they gave. So that's the era I come out of. And it wasn't until somewhere around 2010, 11, actually, it was 11, 12, the cell phone became more used than the computer, than the in place CPU computer at your desk. So once phones took over, that really changed the game. And for guys, small guys at the end of the day, that were building two, three, four of these a year, we couldn't compete. You can't compete with the big boys, the REITs. They're spending anywhere from 80 to $100 million a year on their marketing. And one facility, if you're lucky and it's a good one, you could afford to spend maybe 10 grand a month, maybe. You're never going to be found. You know what I mean? So you'll be the last one on the list. So those are things that I learned at the end of the day. And it was really one of the CEOs of one of the major REITs said to me, "We want to manage your properties." And I said, "What makes you think you're going to manage my properties better than I'm going to manage them?"